Hey, Brett, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Okay, I didn't hear you there. Can you just tell us what happened? Was it a false positive or?
Yeah, it was false positive, but now with the protocols, you need X amount of negatives to be able to be back in, and just unfortunately with how close the games were together, wasn't able to happen before today. So at least I'm back in the lineup tonight. Looking forward to being back on the ice with the guys.
Is that frustrating at all? I mean, I know you don't want to be sick, but for it to be just a kind of a clerical thing to keep you out of a couple of games.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating, but it's part of what's going on right now. You never want to miss a game, and you never want to miss a day on the ice, but every team's going through it. This has happened a few times to our team now, and it's happening to every team. So it's part of the process. We're thankful for the opportunity to play. This is a bump in the road. This is what comes with it, to be able to play the games and to do our job. So we're not going to complain about this when, with everything that's going on and what people are going through. To miss a couple of days isn't a big deal. Like I said, back at it tonight.
Emily Benjamin.
Hey, Brad. Milan Lucic is coming up on his 1,000th game in the NHL. What do you think of when you think of Lucic and those years you guys played together?
Yeah, I mean, he's the definition of a Bruin. What he brought, the excitement he was a god here. Everybody loved him. We loved him as a teammate. I sat beside him in the room, and he's just such a great guy, such a great teammate. And he was a competitor. He wanted to win. He brought it every day. He was so hard to play against. Like I said, it was great to have him on his team. Obviously not a guy you want to play against, but even better off the ice. So much fun to be around, and so it's great. I mean, I can't believe he's already there. He's had a phenomenal career, so very happy for him.
Thanks, Brad.
Thank you.
Sophia Yurksevich.
Hi, Brad. Glad to see you back. This might be a dumb question, so bear with me. But if you don't ask, you don't know. I was wondering if, when you have on the top line some of the guys like Bjork in the bubble was filling in and you were playing with them. I know the younger players will say, like, the two guys that they're playing with that night, we'll talk to them about a game plan or what they expect or what works best. When you're out of the lineup and you're watching on TV and someone is taking your place, like Trent Frederick, again, this might be dumb, but like, would you guys ever call each other? Would he ever call you and lean on you and say, like, what did you see? Or would you ever text him out of the blue and offer some advice, or do you just kind of stay out of it?
Yeah, I mean, it really depends. I knew I was back here today, and we do a lot of talking at the rink. I mean, we definitely do text about certain things. I mean, I've talked to a few guys recently, and we've talked back and forth about things. But in Freddie's situation, I didn't talk to him at all. But there are definitely times where if we see an opportunity to help each other out, we're very open in our room, and we have a lot of trust in one another and a lot of respect. So if somebody's offering a hand, and willing to give some advice, we always listen, and it comes all the way around. So we definitely do that, but we talk a lot at the rink. I mean, we're together every day, so we don't necessarily need to text about it. We can talk the next day in the morning or at practice or whatever. So, but yeah, we're always communicating.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Joe Haggerty.
Hey, Marshy. Just curious, as one of the leaders on the team, what's the message to the rest of the guys when you're going through a stretch where maybe the goals are harder to come by than they, normally are? What do you kind of say to the rest of the guys?
I think we just got to realize, where goals are scored, and what it takes to score. I mean, it's a lot of the times you look around the league, goals are scored from 5 feet in front of the net. So that's where you got to put pucks and you got to get bodies. So when things aren't going the way you want them to, you just got to keep it a little more simple, a little more direct, and start funneling pucks and getting bodies to the net. And eventually it's going to go in. Good things are going to happen when you do that. You're going to get bounces. You're going to get good rebounds. You get on the power play, you guys take penalties. So it all kind of snowballs, into good things when you're keeping it simple.
Do you feel like there's more offense in the room than maybe we've seen consistently this year?
Yeah, for sure. Part of it, again, there's been guys out a lot. We've very rarely had our whole team. We weren't having any problems scoring to start the year when we had, a majority of our lineup together. But yeah, we definitely have it in a room. We don't look at our team as being a grinding team. We definitely have the ability to score goals. It's just, we got to put it together. It's tough when lines are always being shaken up. And like I said, guys are in there to line up and trying to find their flow. But, we're a good team. We're not panicking. We're not nervous. We're just going to keep grinding away and it'll go our way.
Kevin Paul DuPont.
Brad, you've had to sit out games before and watch. I'm wondering this time, because of COVID, did you have to do that at home?
Yeah, stayed home. It's one thing to sit out if you're hurt. It's another if you're completely healthy. So it was a bit of an odd situation, but again, it is what it is, and happy to be back. But yeah, I was home.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that because we've done Zooms with us before at home, and the kids are running around and they can grab your attention. So did you just watch by yourself? Did you kind of close the door and say stay out, or what'd you do?
Oh, I mean, they like to watch too, obviously, they're not going to sit there forever, but they kind of run around a bit and in and out. Obviously, they take a lot of attention, but I was still able to watch the game. And at times if I had to get up and move around, I was carrying the iPad around or whatever. So found a way to watch it. Maybe not as attentive as I would have liked, but that's part of it.
Last question, Joe McDonald.
Brad, I know this kind of goes without saying, but just how less stressful would it be once players are able to get the vaccine?
Yeah, I think more, for the fact that I don't know. I guess it really depends on how they change the protocols. I mean, if we have the vaccine and they're going to loosen up on, these false positives. And I mean, I think I had 3 negative tests, and I could have had a 4th before the game even happened on Sunday. So if that's the case, then, guys should be able to play if they have the vaccine. But it really depends on how they're going to loosen up. If they're going to continue to manage things the way they are, then, what's the difference of getting it? So I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, but hopefully it just allows guys to stay in the lineup, especially come playoff time. You can't have guys missing a couple games in playoffs because of a false positive. And then at the same time, if it, hopefully it lowers the risk of guys getting it and being out for 10 days and missing a whole series. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we can get it soon, and it should help.
Have they updated you on when it could possibly happen when you guys get the vaccine?
Well, I think it's open to the public, at some point in April. So, I mean, at that point, hopefully when everybody that needs it and wants it can get it, then, we can get it. And so hopefully by May would be great, but I'm not sure.